Tuale ala talua le KVCK TV, Pango America Samoa. You are watching KVCK TV Channel 2, Pango American Samoa.
Faatalo fatu America Samoa le nei tulau le afiafi e ala itala mai lau KVZK TV. Na paasia le senate ila na faitaunga lona lua le paketi e valu se lau sifurulima tesima le tolu miliona tala mo le tausanga fa le tupe lua feluono ma o loo au fiai manisi o swinga sa ilo iluina i tutono le fono ili niva yaso e au fiai swinga i tutongi o faatonu o lo ilalo le ofisa le kuvana o nei ofisa e au fiai le ofisa o veterani mamata uputau ili military, ofisa ale sports complex, ofisa ale EEO, po le Equal Employment Opportunity, American Samoa Resilience Office, Komisi Alingangana Samoa, Historic Preservation ma le Medicaid. O faatono e le iuia le fono mo iloilonga o le AFITT o lato tutongi, o le nei mata upu ma swinga sa fautuina le afionga il fufonga fitalai, ona o le faite tengo ofisa nei o lo ilalo le pule le kuvana ina ne iai ni faafita uli e tulai mai pe tai e le itafa fina ngalo a fionga o nisi o senatoa sa faalia fo ile a fionga le presidente o le senate i atua olo maana i afrua ni faapea e tau i faatono uma o na faia ilo ilonga i le fono e tu sai ma le tula fono sa faaluaina mapi ama le fina ngalo le a fionga i a ngao te o te pala ie i le ata ofi o le finangalo le afionga le senato ia mga lei e tatau le tūlanga i ofisa sifulufitu o lo e tatono le lisi ai le tatau na ofia ima ofisa o lo fatu peina le federale e pe o le Medicaid. Sa faalia le finangalo le afionga le sui fofonga fetalai ia fetui fetu e faapea e tatau na faia se tūlanga masuia ni fainga ina ni avea mawhaafita uli le lumanai. Ai a fai o le asi itia tutongi o faatonu nei ia tatau na tangai tutoa fo i tutongi o tangata whainga luenga uma ale malo e tatau fo i o na iai nisi tanga. O le aso atai au e tu ina atu le nei pili le maoto sui mo la la tau ilo ilonga. Nunu i aso le lei mai lau KVZK News. O le whamoe moe o le paongo Cultural Week o le whaanga solo pia le terminei. O se fuafuanga ta ua sa whaatuina lea matapena ina e le ofisa o tangata se asimai mai le American Samoa Visitors Bureau ina i mawhaiona mai mua masila le mamalo le atunuu i vaenga le anganuu o ana mea sina mala e o ngā luenga tau lima ma le tele ma le anoa ai o tamau ainga o le wha Samoa.
O le American Samoa Visitors Bureau po o le ofisa tangata sa whawhaoma mai mua mai whafo ia o whapenao na e se finangalo i le afionga le whaatonu ia o le awhaia le maso pro kalama lea o le paongo Cultural Bazaar ia lea lau whaatino ina le neiva i aso na amata mai lava le nasunga fua se ia o lava i le aso wharaile ia lea lau o mai las tofi ia o las tofi mai las valeri le la awhaia i le maso fashion show po le whaalia linga fo i lea o tatou la e ima te unga ese ia o le whapena o na ngausia lava po o pe whaatino lava e tatou tangata nuu i tono tatou i America Samoa. Ia lea la ole a whaalia e uma ia le nei fo i te unga ese ia i le poana nei i le matou fashion show day 1 lea le matou segment lea o le land. O le salamoni lava e matou e tele lava o matou paanga. Tele ia tatou ofisa ma lo whapea tātou department ese, o whapena ona mātou mai whaatasi, e o pongi le nei wha moe, so e mole atu e tele le whaftai mātou, e tele mawhai ona whaalau iloa atu temi nei, a wai whai la wasina o mia le mātou lisi, but o le a whapena ona feature umai le mātou fashion show le ana nei, o le alu atu umai lava ingoa, o mātou paanga, e mese o mātou paanga māsani e pe o le Hawaiian Airlines, o le Azteca, o le Aspa, ia maisi la vo tātou ofisa tele tonu tātou malo. Pena ona mātou ngā lue whaatasi, ia awale tau mawhainga o le nei wha moe ina ia sao mauli ma le lei, ia mo tangata tātou atunu. Tu Amerika Samoa, o mai uma tātou bongi ma mata tātou prokalama wha pena ona mātou sao nia nea fiafi o nei mea uma, mātou te whaia uma awao mo oe Amerika Samoa, ina ia tātou mea tau te o mai e fia, ma mai e tau a inga, o mai e mata, te unga ese, ma whaalinga fo ia la awhaia le asoa nā nei. Ia ole winga male ano moni fo ina ana mātou prokalama nei tau sanga, o le tau fi mauino o tātou anga nuu, o mea sina o tātou atu nuu, e ala le mātou workshops, ma exhibits a whaia i aso ngā fua, so lua mana so lulu lewa mai, tau fi maua i o tātou mea sina whasa moa o la tātou atu nuu. Ine i mou atu, ia o na vela ia ma tai mo tātou. Ia ale tala mun muli nā, vea fwela o lewa whai mafonga tau mun moli o la fionga whaatun sili, ia mini tai malelangi, mini tu ia, e muli atu ele mātou nganga whaapitai, i le pa ia male malu Amerika Samoa, ia le tau sapaia bea o mātou prokalama ese, whapena tau mawhai atu iai. Ia ai o mai umana nei tātou fashion show, ma ia mana tua. Tourism is everybody's business. Thank you.
Nunu yaso lelei mai lau KVZK News. O se tasi o vaenga tā ua le matanga luenga o le soifua maloloina o le Environmental Health Services, la tau te vaavaia fuafuanga a fale uloa ai mese au nanga mo le lautele, e au fiei vaenga umolo o sauni ai mea tau mafafa a pele whaatawina atu, o mea tau mafa ili mamalo le atunu. O nei mata whaioi e ngafa malea vaenga o le matanga luenga o le soifua maloloina e au ona whaatino. Ina ia ilo le lei o lo usita ia e pisinisi ai inga uma e tusa male tu la fono. O le aso luas fuluono o le maasina le neo se tema ua polo a ia ai le afionga rikova na sili a pula ali ini ko lau pula e whaamanatu ma whaatawai lea vaenga malala tautua i le atunu. O lo moli mawina pea le lautele la tautua matavela e ala le whaatinoina ma le una ia o le tu mama ma le malo loina o vaenga uma lo whaongaina e pisinisi mo mea tau mafa e whaatau watu i le atunu. Nunu yaso le lei mai lau KVZK News. O le aso whareilo le vai aso nei e whaatau nuina ai le whaamama a matanga luenga le malo e peo na masani ai masina taitasi o le nei masina e whaatau waina vaenga matawhanga o le atunu e tusai ma le Coastal Week o lo whaanga solo pea polo kalama o lo whautu ina ai le taitai o le ofisa le kovana le sunga a Leonard Seumanatafa ma malu i ofisa taitasi ina ia mana tua le autua le nei wha moe ina ia wha mama ma tui wha alilia vaenga o no fuanga wa tau fia i ai ofisa ma matanga luenga taitasi e wha mamaina o se tautua ta ua foilea i le atunu. Nunu yaso le lei mai lau KVZK News. I tala mai a pia ua toe titi a tole tausanga talu o na ngoto le maa New Zealand o le HMNZS mana wanui i ngata i fale o tawhitoala a o lo whaatali pele mamalu le afio anga se fuafuanga mo a inga taitasi. I lo lato manatu o le nei whaalawelawe wafuain na iei nisi o whaali e tonu e tula i mai whangotanga le afio anga. Ewe ina ua mai ale whaamamai na waenga sa ta ape le swau mai le nei waa pe tai o lo moli mawina pea le to tele i whaali e tonu lo waaya i ngata i whale. Wa ave sea la pisi mai le waa pe tai o lo iei pea le waa i lalo le sami ele i ave sea. O lo talo sangaina fo i matai matangata o lea afio anga ina ia tatau na iei se vaenga atupe wa ave sea mo i lato mai le malo. Nunu yaso le lei mai lau KVZK News. Mao tātou tala muli ele nei fiafi o iei nei le whaatangana mai le vaenga le US Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council e mawhaiu na whangoteina se vaenga le Samuel Pacifica o lo i lalo le vavaikinga le United States. Olo iai fo'i I lalo le sami whaasawa le malo tele. O le whātanga ina o whangotanga I tutono vaenga le sami e taua o le Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument sa wawe o na tau fia matuina atu I le whaamasinonga. Ma o le unga na tuina ane I le whaamasinonga I lea mata upu o le tau fia uma leo whangotanga e ui lea I unga o le utuma upea le fuafuanga a le Fishery Management Council e whaonga aina e waafangota. O le whaiunga na o tātou tala I le neitu la fiafi Amerika Samoa o le tautua alau KVZK TV. Whaaftai lo whaatasi mai tō whaasoifua.
This is your evening news on Kvzk TV. Leading the news tonight, the Senate today approved in its second reading the American Samoa government's proposed budget for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of $815 million. This approval included changes made after the joint legislative budget committees decided to reduce the salaries of all heads of line agencies under the governor's office that were not confirmed in the fono. As reported earlier by your Kvzk TV, the agencies under the governor's office include the Veterans and Military Affairs Office, Sports Complex, Equal Employment Opportunity Office, American Samoa Resilience Office, Samoan Language Commission, Historic Preservation Office, and Medicaid, among others. Directors who have not been confirmed, including those from the Office of Property Management and similar agencies, will not receive their salaries. House Speaker Savali Talabo-Ale urged a reconsideration of this budget decision earlier this week, arguing that agency heads traditionally do not require confirmation by the fono. However, Senate President Wa'alo Manaya-Fruin pointed out that the law mandates confirmation for all directors. Senator Ngautio Tipala'i added that these positions should also receive a fono confirmation. Vice Speaker of the House, Fetui Fetu Jr., warned that failing to address salary discrepancies could lead to future issues, and suggested that if these directors are not well compensated, the salaries of all government workers should also be reviewed. Vice President of the Senate, Mangalay Longvi Mangalay, noted that only 17 statutory departments require formal confirmation, while agencies such as Medicaid, which are federally funded, do not. He expressed concerns about fairness, attributing the issue to the Department of Human Resources assigning director titles. Ultimately, the House Speaker agreed to the salary cuts for directors in line agencies, with the funds redirected to support fiscal responsibility goals. The Senate is expected to approve its version of the budget in a final reading tomorrow. Afterward, it will be forwarded to the House for review and approval. Tomorrow, the senators will also consider the House version of the same bill. Joya Tofyangay Mali with your news on KVZK. The American Samoa Visitors Bureau is hosting a week-long celebration in Utule to honor Samoan heritage and the Paongo flower. Locals are enjoying exhibitions of food, clothing, and handicrafts at Tu'inga'aulola Tuwasa on Utule Beach. Activities include tattooing, siva demonstrations, weaving, siapo and ele making, cropping displays, carving, a fire knife exhibition, and boat tours. The Paongo Cultural Week runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. this week and will culminate this Friday evening, featuring an elegant fashion show scheduled for tomorrow night. This highly anticipated showcase promises to highlight the latest trends and innovative designs from prominent and emerging designers locally, setting the stage for a captivating display of creativity and style. Guests can look forward to an enchanting ambience, complete with stunning collections that will leave a lasting impression.
The Paongo Culture Bazaar provides a platform to showcase diverse Samoan cultural elements integral to the event's theme, from land to sea to spirit. The week-long event highlights the traditional practices like the tatatao, weaving, carving, ilay painting, singing, dancing, siapo making, agriculture from helping our land grow, sea activities with the Department of Marine and Wildlife, and alongside a variety of culinary delights, Samoan culinary delights with our food vendors, offering participants, the community, a rich tapestry of cultural experiences. The fashion segment serves as the grand finale of the event, as well as one of our Fire Night production group from Hawaii, bringing together a vibrant display of our rich tapestry on the runway. And so throughout this entire week, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had our exhibition and workshops with all the Samoan cultural practices. And then this Thursday, today, and Friday will be our fashion segment, where all our local designers will be showcasing their talents as well as their wares on the runway. This event was brought to you by the many partners from private to public sector, and as well as individuals who are we're happy to volunteer to help this bring to you this amazing event. And so this event, there is a potential to make it as an annual thing. It is in the plans. It could possibly be happening, the coming years, but as we see it, it has been very successful. But this is from our point of view. I'm not sure about the community, and we hope and urge the community to come out tonight and join with us the celebration of our culture, of who you are. On behalf of Director Tsai Malilangi, Mini Tsuya, and the wonderful staff from American Samoa Visitors Bureau, we'd like to acknowledge all our partners. I'm not able to name all of them only because there's a long list. However, our major sponsors, Hawaiian Airlines, Azteca, and the local businesses, we thank you for all your great contribution to ensure this event is a success.
Joya Tofyangay Mali with your news on KVZK. In other news, American Samoa will join the world in celebrating World Environmental Health Day on the 26th of September. Governor Pulali'i Nicolau Pula issued a proclamation designating this date to honor the selfless service of the Environmental Health Services Division of the Department of Health. According to the proclamation, The Environmental Health Services Division, though one of the smallest regulatory agencies, plays a crucial role within the American Samoa government. Its mission to ensure sanitary conditions in various facilities, including food establishments, schools, government buildings, public facilities, private businesses, and family homes. This division conducts inspections to promote safe and healthy environmental conditions, prevent illnesses and diseases, and protect the people of American Samoa. The Environmental Health Services Division aims to educate, empower, and enforce safe environmental practices while addressing challenges posed by ecological health threats to foster a healthier American Samoa. Despite their unwavering dedication and hard work, the contributions of the environmental health team often go unnoticed and underappreciated. They face modest compensation, chronic under-resourcing, and expanding duties under stressful conditions. Nevertheless, they remain a vital resource for mitigating environmental risks to public health. Environmental health knows no social or geographical boundaries. Professionals in this field work tirelessly to improve the lives of the people in American Samoa by creating resilient strategies for disaster risk reduction, climate change mitigation, and adaptation. The governor calls upon all employees, government agencies, and the community to recognize and celebrate the indispensable role of environmental health professionals in keeping our communities safe and healthy. Joyetta Fengay Mali with your news on KVCK. This month's island-wide cleanup is scheduled for Friday, the 26th of September, in celebration of Coast Weeks. This event provides an opportunity to highlight the benefits of our coastal resources and the importance of conserving our local natural resources, thereby promoting a resilient environment, heritage, and economy. In a memorandum released by Chief of Staff Leonard Semontafa, it has emphasized that this year's Coast Weeks cleanup initiative will prioritize restoration efforts in coastal regions and streams across each of the designated 6 zones. According to Semontafa, this initiative aims not only to beautify our natural landscapes, but also to enhance the ecological health of these vital areas. All departments, agencies, offices, and authorities of the American Samoa government are mandated to actively participate in and lend their support to this important environmental campaign. Each entity is encouraged to develop specific strategies and collaborative efforts that align with the cleanup objectives, ensuring a cohesive approach to safeguarding our precious coastal resources for future generations. Participation in this initiative is crucial for fostering community engagement and promoting environmental stewardship. Semontafa acknowledged the dedication of the administration's efforts through the Island-wide Cleanup Committee to serve our community and promote coastal stewardship during this year's Coast Weeks celebration. Joyetta Fengay Mali with your news on KVCK. In news from Apia, it has been almost a year since the Manawananui sank off the south coast of Upolu in Samoa. However, residents of the affected coastal communities say their pleas for fair compensation and the removal of the wreck continue to go unheard. The salvors have completed work to remove toxic materials from the ship, and the Samoan government has declared the wreck and the surrounding reef area safe for fishing once again. Nonetheless, the government has decided to leave the ship in its current location. Chiefs of the village argue that the maritime disaster has caused lasting damage to their community and continues to impact their livelihoods. They are calling for fair compensation for the environmental harm and for the wreck of the Mananui to be removed from the Tafi Toala Reef. Tafi Toala elder Puleanga Visesio Patea Fatu expressed his concern that the once abundant fishing grounds have been devastated. He said before this incident, the waters were teeming with fish, and this area was like a house full of fish. Now, since the sinking of the boat, there are no good fish in this area. He said the community used to thrive on fishing, and they would go out every Thursday through Sunday to catch and sell fish and other seafood at the markets back then. If they had 5 or 6 people fishing, they would all return with coolers full of fish. Nowadays, they hardly see anything. The impact of the maritime disaster is being felt beyond Tafi Toala. Residents of Satawa, located further up the coast in the Safata district, report that currents are carrying debris and fuel from the wreck, which washes up in their village. Foto Tupe Lemafano Lingutu, a Matai from Satawa, shared that the effects of the Manawananui disaster are still vivid in people's minds. He said if you look back at what happened, you can see the damage, especially when the tide is low. You can see the dried up leaves. When the incident occurred, the entire village struggled to stay there due to the overwhelming smell of the oil. It was very strong. Even the fish were affected. He said there has been a lot of concern and sadness, especially when the government reported that there was no impact on Safata from this incident. Joyeta Fiangay Mali with your news on KVZK. And finally, in news from the Pacific, the United States Western Pacific Regional Fishery Management Council has approved the allowance of commercial fishing within the 4 marine national monuments in the United States Pacific. This decision has faced opposition from members of academia and organizations in Hawaii. Following a presidential order issued in April, the National Marine Fisheries Service announced the authorization of commercial fishing within the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument. However, this authorization was later overturned by a federal court in Hawaii. Despite the court's ruling, the U.S. Council has now endorsed commercial fishing within the boundaries of all 4 U.S. marine monuments located in and around Hawaii and the Pacific territories. As a result, the U.S. government now has the authority to open all marine protected waters in the U.S. Pacific to commercial fishing. According to Radio New Zealand reports, Manuel Duenas from the Guam Fishermen's Cooperative Association emphasized that there are no commercial fishers in the region. The boats are actually owned by local families who fish primarily for the benefit of their community. That's your evening news. Thank you for joining us so far. Soifua.
Talofa, olo e mai mo mai le tautua le ala talua le KVCK TV, Pango America Samoa. You are watching KVCK TV Channel 2, Pango American Samoa.